All right, so here we go. Welcome to comp. Like I said, if you need to pay NCK, make sure you go ahead and take that. But I'm just going to go ahead and go through the syllabus and expectations today and briefly show you how to do it. Did they do any Schoology work in person? Okay, I didn't think so. So we won't worry about that right now. But whether you're taking this class for credit or not doesn't matter. It's the same thing. I don't differentiate between them. So your textbook is actually an online textbook. I'm uploading that to Schoology so you can get it on there. But I highly recommend that you download it onto your computer. It's a long PDF, right? It's the textbook I used at K-State that they put together. So I don't think I'll send it in your email. I think I'll just put it in Schoology. You can download it and then you can reference it anytime. This class takes place during second hour and sixth hour. My planning period is this next class period, third hour. Seniors, and particularly seniors in comp who might need help with writing are my priority. So if you need something, you should definitely make an appointment during my plan period, come in during seminar. So yeah, this is an introductory college level writing course. You're going to read, you're going to respond to texts. We're going to watch and look at different media. We're going to look at advertisements. We're going to help you build your resume, because one of the first deadlines that comes up your senior year are D&G Hansen scholarship applications. So one of the first things we'll do is like build you a super awesome resume. So your student learning outcomes, those are easy. You can kind of find them on there. Those are what you should be able to do by the time we're done with the class. And those are college standards. Those aren't like specifically senior English. That's college standards. We're going to write between 4 and 6 papers. And the reason I'm leaving that kind of flexible is because this year has to be kind of flexible. So between 4 and 6 papers, depending on what we're able to do. The plagiarism contract is the same one that's in your academic honesty policy. This year, though, a major difference is that I want you to submit all your work via Schoology. I'm going to have you upload all of your assignments. I'm not going to take your paper assignments. We were told, and it seems like a good idea, to go as paperless as possible. I did think you might want a paper copy of your syllabus for your binder. That just seems smart to me. So your actual first assignment is to go to the page where there is the grading contract and the plagiarism contract, and you'll sign that, and your parents will sign it, and then you'll upload a picture of that. Just snap a picture with your phone and upload it to Schoology. I am not going to collect all of the pieces of paper back. I don't want them. Let's not mess with that. Any questions so far? So yeah, it'll tell you how to submit them. And we'll talk about kind of this class in general. All papers are due at the beginning of class on the date they're due, unless I tell you otherwise. And that's submitted to Schoology. Make sure you number your pages with a right-aligned header that includes your last name. Save your stuff that you used in writing your paper. If it's late, it's 10% the first day, 10% each day after that. In comp, you get to revise all of your papers, or none of them. Revision is always a choice, but they are 2 separate grades, okay? If you look in the grade breakdown, first drafts are worth 35% of your grade. So you work on your first draft, and I don't mean first draft. I mean, it's done when you turn it in, but it's the first time you've looked at that paper. You'll get it back with comments and ideas for revisions, and that revision is worth 40%. You can revise a paper all the way from an F to an A. I mean, like, you have the opportunity. There is no cap on what points you can get back. You know what I mean? So when I was teaching at K-State, I had a student who would generally write me a paper between a 75 and a 79%, but she was amazing at revising and worked super hard, and she would revise her papers to A's. So revisions really are a way to show that you're listening to comments and you're trying to become a better writer. Quizzes and homework are worth 10%. Book journals are worth 10%. Class participation is worth 5%. And participation is just simply, I mean, you guys have never had a problem with getting your participation points. That has not been an issue for this group. So consider it a 5% gift from me, because that's really all that it is. So when you think about it this way, first drafts and revisions, 75% of your grade in this class is your writing, because that's what it would be in college, or maybe even up to 100%. Some college classes don't even take attendance, don't even bother with participation, don't do book journals, quizzes, or anything like that. They just do the writing. So 75% is pretty typical, maybe even a teeny bit low. So you will have weighted categories. You will still have to do a book journal. We're not going to do books together. The one sad thing about comp is that because it is so focused on making sure you get the writing assignments you need to be ready for college, your reading is mostly informational texts. Your literature you're essentially doing on your own. Now I will say, in the past, in comp, when we've had time, we've read all of your high students to report to the auditorium, please. In your high students to the auditorium. So if that's something you would like to do, we have Unbroken. We have Modern Romance. What else have we read? But we've done like a nonfiction book, or a book that we can look at. Or we've taken a fiction book and analyzed it. One year in comp, we read 13 Reasons Why, and the students took an issue from the book. They're like, how does this book handle issues of bullying? How does it handle issues of sexual assault? How does this book handle this, right? So we read the book, their paper and did research. But that was kind of an interesting thing. So if that's something you really would like to do, you would prefer book, talk to me about it. So let me know in the class kind of like you're feeling that. Or go to my classroom library. I've added about 15 books. So I saw you last. So there's a lot of stuff in there. And I have a lot coming back. Someone has the Hunger Games prequel out, but there's a prequel written to Hunger Games. It's called something. This summer. Yeah, it was this summer. I may get another copy. Well, this is what I'm going to do with mine. First of all, I'm going to have my make electronic system for it, so I actually have like an electronic list and not phone them out. And then when a book comes back in, I'll probably put it in the class. Like, I'm not going to distance that default, I'll put it on the tab for like thought for my room. The actual library, I don't know if they're going to do. But for my classroom, that'll be what it is. And if you want to know kind of what the book is about,
I mean, you can always ask. But, I mean, we'll figure it out. We'll make it work, okay? Like, you can still check out my book. You can still check out books in the library. We're gonna try not to. We're gonna try not to do this stuff. But yeah. So, any questions about class? Do you want to know what kind of paper today? Oh, hi, Mrs. Carroll. Do you pay or to enroll? If you brought stuff today, I don't even know how to do it. Okay, but if you're pretty sure you have. Anyone need one? That's the paper you have to fill in. On the back, it says for 3 credit hours what the amount is. If it's your first class with NCK, you gotta add 6 bucks to that. Yeah, they have an enrollment fee, so you won't have to pay. The class is $376. It's your first NCK class, $386. Bring that to me tomorrow at the latest if you still have to pay or fill out the paperwork. Okay? Sorry, I interrupted myself. No. And if you're out of class, you can share that with them when you got that form. And they're gonna send me a list for me. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get started with stuff. I am